Hey, hi. Is somebody asked me something? Hope I'm audible. Shashi, yeah, you asked me in the question, right? Like, is it that the drive today you are attending or you have already attended?
Already attend that maybe.
Okay, I think he's in between some work. Okay. Have you done with an assignment which I have passed yesterday? Maybe I'll ask this way the question. At least have you tried? Completed a second question, but do you people like did you start doing it in your systems? Okay, yeah. So I will share one drive link in that all your assignments. For example, you have to be creating your own name. For example, I would have created one folder called to be BJ's Hub June batch, June SQL batch. Then you have to put create your own drive, folder there. For example, Shweta, there her full name will be the folder name. Inside that all the files assignments of her, like Shweta, that is assignment 1, assignment 2, that files should be uploaded over there. I'll share the link today so that I will have a proof. So if any drives comes, I can say that this student have completed all the assignments and their reports are here. These are the documents which he or she has been completed. Like that, I can provide it to the placement team also. Along with that, if in future if you also want to refer to it, then you can just go through that. So today I'll be sharing the link. I want everybody to upload your assignments documents there. I'll go through there, and once after all that, I'll also share the solutions. You can just cross verify whether whatever you have done is correct or not. In that, some mismatch are there, means whatever solution I have given is not same as what you have done. Just analyze whether it is correct or not. Try to check, think why it is not, then also it is not clear, please do ask. I'll address that doubt. Okay, fine. Then I'll just share the screen. I hope screen is visible. We have very few candidates today. It is only 28, not half of the session students also. Okay. However, the session is getting recorded. Inform your friends tomorrow before coming to the session. They have to complete today's recording. If not, it is a difficult task for them. Okay, yeah. So operators, we have seen that arithmetic operators, how to handle with them. uh, Most probably, I can say that very few questions, if it is coming, then very few question will be there from the arithmetic, because it is easy to solve. So I don't think so it will be like a mandatory question, but you should know how to solve it if in case they ask. And 100% when it is addition, subtraction, division, you can easily do it on that. Now, I also have a few other operators. Say, suppose I'll just share, go to the notepad. Yeah. So there is something like this. I'll run the table once, the query once. Suppose I want to see the first name and also the last name from employees table. So how the output looks, please observe everyone, leave all your work and observe the output. You can see that both are two different columns, and according to that I am getting as output as a different two columns only. So I am not expecting that both the data should be merged in one column. No, when I am asking something, your select statement, what it is doing, I am saying please display first name and also the last name. For the select, this is one column, this is another column. So whatever I said, it is displaying it. But sometimes they'll ask you in the interview, see, first name is there, last name is there. Okay, two columns are there. You have to merge that column and you have to print it. That would be your expectation. So maybe I would tell the query might be something like this. Write a query to print or display first name and the last name together. Together means, ma'am, now also they are together only. Okay. Together means it should be displayed as one column. First name, last name together it should be. How to do that? To perform these kind of, like whatever questions we will now encounter, to perform that kind of questions, a solution, we have an operator called as concatenation operator, two pipe symbol or symbol. See, two or symbol, or symbol we have to be using, or I can say it is as a pipes, or I can say it as, we should not be calling it as pipes or symbol here. We should be telling it as concatenation operator. I would repeat, concatenation operator. Why we use this concatenation operator? Notes I will share. The points for this, what you definition you should tell, everything I'll be giving it as a note. But other than that, you observe first. If you understand the things, you can tell the answer without no by hearting the note on that. So just understand the topic here. Concatenation operator is used to combine column names or combine column together with any string or with any values it could be. So for example, whatever question they are asking, if I now use this concatenation operator, I'll tell select. What is that I have to select? Firstly, the first column information, first name. For that, I should concatenate to one information, that is last name. Please observe the output. This I would tell. And when I execute, you can observe first name has been combined with last name and it is printing Sachin Tendulkar, Vinod Kumar, Santosh Nair, Raghu K. All the second names, that is last name, has been merged. Is it displaying as a two different column or one column? One column only, right? But yeah, if they ask this way the question, you can easily do that. Sometimes they'll not tell you only this much. What they'll ask you is, please consider the first name column and the second name column. Print the output in the below format. For example, Sachin is there. Instead of printing it as a separate columns, in together only you have to print. But combining it with one space, you have to print it. Now, if you see both the names, if you see any database also, the names will not be merged like this. One gap will be there between that, right? So like that, the gap should be built in between of this. How to do that? So how to do that means, same way, I'll just come down. I'll consider, if I have to print this way, I would now tell the same query, first name. For this, what is that I have to concatenate? I have the first name. For that, I want to concatenate one space. Any characters or sequence of characters in SQL should be enclosed within not double quotes, single quotes. So I'll tell space. once I give this space, then for that space, I'll concatenate something. What is that? The last name. After that, as it is, I'll print it. So if you observe, I'm getting the output as expected. So basically what you have to understand from this operator is whatever you want to concatenate this value, the space, the characters or string value between this, whatever you want, you can print it. Suppose the expectation now is something like this. Please observe. I'll tell Sachin gets 24,000 as salary, like this. In other words, in a table, whatever we have, those first name I should be considering, for that the message I should be that the string value I should have, whatever the salary of Vinod Kumar. What is the salary of Vinod Kumar? 17,000. That I should be getting as salary. This is how output I want. Now you know how to merge the information, how to merge the columns information here. Now they are expecting this way. Now out of this, first what you should analyze whenever you are getting the question like this is, which are the column details present in the table now? If you observe here,
Vinod.
sorry, what is the data present in the table? I already have this Sachin. I already have this salary information. Agree all of you? This is the first name. This is the salary. Agree? Okay. Then what I'll do? So first I'll consider them. Select. What is that I want? First name. And along with this first name, I should also be displaying no comma in between. So directly I have to be asking for something that is called as salary. Directly I cannot tell. I should be telling it with concatenation operator. If you tell directly, your machine will not understand. So I'll tell this way. Employees. Let me check how the things works for this. If you see, I am already getting the half of the output, but that is not my expectation. For that, few more information I should be adding up. Good, Kiran already have here posted there. So now first name, for that I have to concatenate some information. Whenever I have to attach, concatenate something, we have to use this concatenation operator. What is that I have to concatenate? I have to concatenate gets string over there. Not only gets, before that I should also keep up some space. So I'll tell this way. So either I can do this way. First observe, when I do this much, I'm getting Sachin gets, okay. After that, I also want space. That also I have to alter it here. So again, if I want space, I can do this way. Why to simply again take the space here, what I'll do, I'll remove this. I'll also remove this part. I'll just tell before gets and after gets one space. It is enclosed within the single quote, then definitely it will print as it is. See here, Sachin gets a salary. And for salary, simply I cannot leave like that. I should also concatenate one more set of information, that is space as space salary. Ma'am, can I give the information separately as space first, then again concatenate a salary? Like that, can I do? Yes. Ma'am, but here I have given salary. Here also I'm writing salary. It will print a number, that is salary value there. Why not it will print a salary value here? Because, just a minute, I have to remove this. Why it will not print salary information for the last one? Because it is enclosed within the single quote. Even in Java, writing something inside the system.out.println, hello, welcome, that message will be enclosed within the double quotes, right? Whatever you write inside that SOP statement as it is, it will print. The same way here, whatever you have it here with a single quote, as it is, it will be printing. Okay. Is this query clear to everyone? Okay. So today, maybe before I start up with that, I want the output to be print like this. All the first name should be printed. After that, space should be there. Then whatever first name we have, for that first name, it should print like this. Try it out. Again, whatever value you are putting it, I want you to put it only to me, not for everyone. Just take a quickly 1 minute and write the query for this. Like this for all I want. So for tomorrow's class, I got one student, Kiran. Kiran will explain the things in the session. I told not to keep for everyone. See, that is also one of the question which I'm keeping to all. When others are following, you're not following. That means you're not paying attention to the words which I'm telling. You're completely involved in solving. I'm checking it out. I want all to respond. Try whether it is correct or wrong is secondary, but you have to try, right? Okay, I think most of you have tried it. Let me just solve according to the query which you have given. So you are saying that select, I should be telling, then I require the first name. Okay, few of them have sent me the directly first name and for this directly concatenation. No, I have asked first name, it should print. So for this statement, it will print first name. After that, I should be telling to concatenate some space. So I'll tell space. Then I want first name to be printed again. So I would now tell first name. For this, I have to concatenate without space first name. Along with this, I should print the message gmail.com. Getting it? Let me just try. See, when you're trying up, then only you will get an idea. Okay. So maybe this way also you can. Then let me just remove this. I'll make it as 2 different column. Yeah. This is the appropriate. So nobody will print it as one column, because Gmail or the email information will be a separate column and the first name will be a separate column. So this will be somewhat on the output wise, it is fine. The previous one is also fine, but they'll not see by seeing the question, you can analyze it. Okay, how I should be printing the output. Okay, yeah. But think and answer. All these days, whatever operations we are doing, like we're writing the queries for all the questions. If you observe, whatever query you are writing, it is visible. Now, when you are using the Facebook, if you click on submit button or login button, internally, if many API gets executed, or many calls will be made, a method call or constructor call, many operations will take internally. All that will be visible to you. Or maybe consider the ATM machine. When you go to the ATM machine and insert the ATM card, it will ask for the PIN, or it will ask for the what is the amount you want to retrieve. So that time, when you give the information of PIN and you click on enter, okay, this is the correct one. And when you click on enter, if it is correct, it will, next question, it will ask how much amount. If it is not correct, it will display the message. But will it show, okay, now the things are connected to the database. In database, what kind of query it is writing, the user whatever is entering that PIN number, and already whatever is there in the your database, that PIN number, is it same or not? Like this verification will happen internally in the software. Is it that shown to you?
No,
You are
ma'am.
a customer, and for you, what should be visible? Only what is required should be visible. Abstraction, object oriented concept, you know, right? Abstraction means what is necessary, that only will be visible. What is not necessary, why to make it visible? In your real life, all the pillars you are using it already. Same way, don't tell this is also pillar here. No, only for revision, I just took that point here. Now, whatever we are doing, that should not be visible always. It should be visible as whatever column details I have. According to that, it should be visible. For example, this is the first name. Okay, this is the first name at gmail.com. I am combining. No, this is not, it should not be like that. Rather, it should be just as alias name. For example, I will tell it should be only information as mail or mail ID. Agree with that? Now the question is, ma'am, the column names are different, right? One is that I am considering the information of first name. Upon that, why I should be telling it as some different name? Some different name you are not telling, you are just displaying it in that particular way. How to display? We have a keyword for that. Maybe I'll now tell, I'm not disturbing this first name. It is as it is present. But here, whatever I have, I'll tell, don't display like that. Please tell it as, what is that you want to call it as? I'll just tell mail ID like this. Observe all the combinations. Okay. I'll just remove this. Yeah. So no quotes because the name we are giving. Again, we have space means then we should be giving, I guess, let me just check. Or double quotes or underscore, let me find it out. See, in one database, one small minute changes will be there. That is in Oracle like this. Yeah. So one thing you have to understand, I'll remove for time being. Okay, let us go with this one. See, whenever we have to change the displaying of column name, we have to use alias. How to use alias? This keyword as the registered word called as we should be using. When I use as, then the next thing it will ask is what is that you want to print it. If it is just one word, you can just tell without any quotes as mail ID. Will it work with special character? I think so. Yeah. So if it is only one word, it will work like this without any quotes. But if it is a two different word, see, mail ID, I have a space between them. Then I should be using that double quotes to enclose them so that your machine will understand it is a column name given to this particular information. So I'll just run. If I now see, I'm getting it. So let me just copy, paste it here, and I will write this also. Mail ID, and I'll write one more last combination. I'll be sharing it in notes. If you observe, I am sharing that class queries in the last. I am putting it in that way. I hope you are seeing it at least, if you, even though you are not reading it, so that you can copy it later part. So only I'm just running it as of now. So I hope today only if you revise, you can remember. Tomorrow if you see again, okay, why this double quotes, why not double quotes, this underscore, all this confusion will be there. Just other few queries we have written on the previous day. Maybe this one, if I have to run, if you look towards this, if you see here, first name, concatenation operator, that quotes, then space is not visible here, space will not be visible in the column name. Then the last name, it is saying like this. So now I'll tell for this as, what is that? As can be written in lowercase, uppercase, no problem. And what is the name I want to give? I'll just tell it should be printed as full name. Let me see it, will it work or not? Yes, now it is giving some meaning for the information which we are displaying it. So your habit when you are writing a query in the interview, whether they ask, whether they don't ask, make a habit to give some alias name so that whatever operation you are doing will not be visible as a column name. Getting it? This is one tip to everyone. Whenever you are writing query and few operations you are doing it here, then that should not be visible. You should always give some accurate name for that, so that whenever somebody sees, outsider sees that column name, they should come to conclusion, okay, this is the information of full name. This is the information of mail IDs, like this. Okay. Yeah. So I hope the things with the operator, that is concatenation operator, is clear, because based on this, most of the questions will come. I'll share the assignment for this. That will be little interesting. So I want you to give some time on that concatenation operator and solve it. Don't blindly copy from internet or AI tools or your friends. No, you try. I'm nothing Greek and Latin in this. It is very simple as that. If you try, you will only feel happy when you get the output on your own. You're writing a query and you get the output. You only will become happy. If you just copy, no happiness. You'll just only feel like, okay, I just completed the task. Okay. So after this, I also have one more operator, which a few more operators, which are called to be relational operators. Which are the relational operators you have used in your Java? Relational operators, which brings the relationship between it. Left hand side, right hand side. Equals to, greater than, lesser than equal to, greater than equal to. Then you also have not equal to. This not equal to, you can write this way, or else you can use diamond symbol, that is lesser than, greater than, both together. This is also called as not equal to. So let me just highlight here, not equal to. So this is the same meaning for this. You can use this also, this operator. If not this, the cap symbol, sorry, the not equal, you can use this as well. All three operators, what I have written at the last in the sequel, the meaning is just the same. Whether they are asking this way or whether they are asking this way or whether they are asking this way, it mean not equal to. Okay. Okay. So to understand or to solve these kind of query, we need to attach. So remember when we have to solve relational operators query, one more new clause we should be using. What is this clause? We have used this select clause. We have used this from clause. Along with this, whenever we have to use relational, remember, and the term relational comes or lesser than, greater than, equal to, not equal to comes, immediately one more fellow you have to remember, that is where clause. Okay. Why I should be using this where clause? On this clauses only I will share one note once after finishing all the clauses, the statements. But until that, just understand. Okay. So I'll consider write a query to print or display the rows from observe the question, maybe employees table, and for all the employees whose salary is greater than 18,500. This is the query, as simple as that. So I can just tell what is that I have to print. I should be printing all the salaries. See, all the employees' salaries. So when the term comes all, blindly put that star. Then from which table? From employees table. But one condition is there. What is that condition? Whose salary is greater than. So I should tell same thing here, where salary is greater than. Ma'am, greater than or greater than equal? What they have given, that only you write. They have told greater than. So you also tell greater than 18,500. As simple as that. So I'll select it and I'll run. When I run, now it is giving me such employees information whose salary is greater than 18,500. Same way, if I just reverse it, you can observe whose salary is less than 18,500, their salary is visible. If I just give less than or equal to, I don't know whether anybody's salary less than also, and 18,500 also is visible now. If I just tell whose salary is equal to 18,500, only that information I'll get. For every statement which I'm giving, for everything output is coming. But what is the exact output of this statement? Exact output of this question was, this is the one which I should be getting. Is this query clear to all? Okay, if that is the case, let me ask one more question. Write a query to display the last name. Simultaneously, you can start writing the query by seeing the question. Hire date. There's a column called as hire date. Hire date and also job ID of all the employees. Understand the question, right? Whose salary is not equal to 24,000. Put up in the chat box, and it is only to me. Oh, maybe today a few students have not joined. Yesterday I said no, that I'll give a chance to a few of them to explain. So only the strength is less. It's okay. I hope that people who will get into company, the first few candidates are you are the one. That is the reason you are serious about your career and you have attended. I got Kiran have already completed. Others, you should be very quick. As simple question, if you take so much of time. Kiran, I think what you have written. Check. Is your query correct? Santanu is completed. Santanu. Sorry if I'm telling your name in the wrong way. Good, he is done. Shashi is done. Shashi, 2,400 or 24,000? Nancy is done. Shweta also. For Kiran, one more company came. Shweta also will be explaining the things in tomorrow's session. Since she is putting up to everyone. Prabhu is done. Good, Prabhu. Good, Devikam. Pradeep. Yes, correct. Yeah. So I think you are able to analyze the things. Select star. Why star? Because I want all the employees information from which table employees. See, when I am writing the query, I'm reading it out. How I'm reading? According to the question. Even though I make mistake, I can recognize there. So, where salary, spelling should be correct. Salary not equal to, you can write this, not equal to, you can write this, or one more symbol, not equal to, either of them, but most frequently this is the one is used. If in case in your MCQs you are getting the other not equal to, then you should remember, so only I've given that. Okay, so not equal to what? 24,000. And if I run, I'll get the information of such employees whose salary is not equal to 24,000. As simple as that. Now you are getting to know that see why we should understand or why we should learn queries to be written. How simple it is. If already database is ready, for you it is very simple. Easily you can just write a query and that particular data will be there. But if you have to go to that table, check whose salary is not equal to 24,000 and 1,000 data is present, 1,000 employees are there, how tedious task was that? Okay, that is the reason. Then what is that? First name, last name, and date as well, right? Okay, ma'am, they have only asked to display first name, last name. Yeah, yes, exactly. So they are. Kiran is saying that only to display those details, exactly, we should be telling up these information to be given. No stars. Whoever information will be matched up, it will give you that particular columns. Yes, correct. So we are getting it. Okay. I hope now it is clear. Okay. So having this information, one more set of statement which I want to give here is, suppose sometimes they'll ask you for the date verification or to write a query based on their date. So I'll tell, write a query to display the rows from employees table, okay, for all the employees, whose hire date is 17 August 10. Okay, this is how they give. Now, when you are writing the query, I would always suggest you, if it is a data type they are asking, still the data types we have not gone through it. In data types, I'll explain you about the date type. So until we reach to that, select star from employee, where, what is that I have to check it out? Hire date. So I'll tell hire date should be equal to, date has one string value, sequence of characters value, which is in the format of string. So whenever you have sequence of character, you should always maintain single quote. Inside that, same thing you give August, then 10. As it is, you can give it. So you can see you are getting that information which is matching up with the respective dates. So with respect to dates, you should always remember this point. So this is most probably if you are getting a relational, the same way, greater than, okay, whose higher date is greater than the this date, lesser than the this date, or greater than the salary, greater than the like this. Only within this type of question only you will be getting it. So I will not solve each and every question. It is just a time consuming, but I'll give it as an assignment. If you solve, then you will learn. I have explained you all the alternatives. When you solve it, you will get a better knowledge. If you want me to solve, nothing you will gain. It will be just a repetition for me and I will keep on solving. So you tell me that I should be solving all the queries or you will solve. Good. Okay. I will move on with one more type here so that even that questions, if you solve, it will help you out. Okay. There is something called as a between and operator. I repeat, between and operator. As the name indicates, it is used to select value which lies between the range. For example, I want the employee's details whose salary is between 24,000 and 18,000, means greater than 18,000, lesser than 24,000. Ma'am, that I can write a query using the relational operator also. I'll come to that point. I'll write the query. So first, let me just write off that question so that it will be clear. To display the last name, salary from employees whose salary is in between the 24,000 and 18,000. This is how they give. Now, having this statement here, I'll write one query. Please observe. I'll tell, select what is that I want, last name. So no doubt in this, along with the salary I want. Then from which table? Employees table, where clause is mandatory. And I would tell salary. Salary should be between what and what value? I'll tell salary should be between. Now comes the task. Mom, should I have to give 24,000 first and then the 18,000, or should I have to give the 80,000 first, then the other? I would always say lower bound should be the first value. So it should be between 18,000 and, no, see, I am not writing any quotes here. It is just the keywords I'm using over there. And 24,000. This is how I would tell. See, it's a good approach when it is ranges than the relational operators. If you're going with between and operator, it is good, is what I can say. Now, the same thing I would use it for the use the operator now here. So just observe. Same thing I would tell salary whose salary is greater than 18,000 and I should be using it. Along with that, I should also tell, here I'm using one more operator, logical operator, and or, like that I can be using it. Again, I should tell, and salary should be less than 24,000. This is how I can tell if I'm using the operator here, that is relational operators. Ma'am, when I am able to do it with the relational operators, why I have to be going with the between and? If you are fine, see, that is a way, right? In the coding also, you have a different ways to write the program. When it comes to pattern programming, there is no one way. You can write in one way, your friend will write in one way, like that. But whichever you feel comfortable, you can bring in. This is also one of the operator which we have in that is in a SQL, and most probably we will be going with this only whenever it is a range of value. Okay. Yes, Karan is saying doesn't include 18,000 because I have not told greater than, equal to, lesser than, equal to. And between and operators, yes, that is a range, because they are, what is that they are asking? The range between that values. See here. Output is just the same. I don't think so, right? You're reading, oh, sorry. $18,000, $24,000. 19,000, 18,000 is not printing for this. Yes. Oh, between, because I have not given a lesser than or greater than, right? Yeah, it is not same, because between and operator will include that value, where in case if we are writing the greater than, lesser than, mandatory we should be giving this. Let me just rerun to verify. I think now it is same. See, that is what in interview, if you feel comfortable, no ma'am, I'll go with relational operators, still you can go. But I would always suggest, whenever it is a range of value between this, please enter, give the details of employees who are hired between the August to Jan, means that is the range. So whenever it is a range of values, please go with between and operators. Between and operators, it is a good approach to go for. Okay. So this is one which I wanted to tell. I think that's sufficient, because more of the operators one day only if you learn, then it would be difficult for me also to give the assignments, because there are a number of questions and the time will not be sufficient. Everything will merge up. So we have the assignment for 3 operators here. One is relational operators, concatenation operator, second, then third one is between and operators. Based on these 3 assignments will be shared. 3 separate notes you have to maintain it. Questions on concatenation operator, questions on between and, questions on this relational operators. So before going to interview, just whenever see the heading, okay, these are the questions, the queries you should recall. That is how you have to be doing. And on this, a few notes also I will share, that you should read and come tomorrow. Okay. My part of explanation is simple. I'm telling you, right? The other side, more of practice is required in the SQL. And once we move on to the joins, the concepts, right? There a little bit of confusions. The questions will be a little bit tough. But if these are solved, and when you're merging up 2-3 tables, that time it becomes easy. But if you're not solving this basic, sub queries will be difficult for you. But if you're solving it easily, 2 different queries you will merge in one. That's it in the subqueries. As simple as that. To be frank, SQL is one of the easiest technology or easiest language which you can learn very quickly. if you are attentive. If not, you're like nothing, you'll understand why I should write like this, why I have to write like that. This kind of questions will arise. Okay, so I'm winding up for today. Tomorrow, before without fail, you have to solve it, or whichever link I will share it today. In that link, you have to create your own folder. For example, Surbi will create one folder. Inside that, all the assignments of Surbi will be shared, and Shashi will create his own folder, and inside that, all his assignment will be shared. Okay, like that, everyone should share your own assignments over there. Fine then. Have a great night. Anything wherever you are stuck, your friends are helping you. I can see that most of them are good. That I can see that many of you have taken it seriously and engaging yourself in the groups. That is most important. And still, there are few people who are not even saying okay or reaction also in the group. For them, I tell it hardly takes seconds to acknowledge message. My message will be posted in the group whenever it is that some in any post for that matter. It could be a drive, it could be a information. You should respond. Okay, ma'am, it is very difficult for me to type okay. Don't type okay. You have got the reactions now. Emojis to be updated. Just put a thumbs up symbol or acknowledge by sharing this thumbs up symbol, so that everyone gets to know that you have seen. Okay, you know the information. That is what you can hardly give as a response. Okay, fine then. Let's all meet tomorrow. I hope people started preparing the resumes. Okay, every day, first thing you as the moment you wake up, the first thing you remember is, okay, tomorrow is my interview, I should be preparing it. This is the last moment which I have got. Every day you should think the same, so that your mind alerts you to prepare well. If not, still time is there, no, we will prepare. Like this negligence, if you keep on pushing up, and you will be the reason for not clearing in the interview. So take it seriously on every day. Time is very short. If you're missing it today, tomorrow again you will fail up with the things. So how many days already? If you are like already the like 2018-19 past of students also are here, and they know the pain, how the things will be there. They'll not be attending any functions. They'll not be attending any occasions there with their family. All that I can understand. It's not their fault, but ultimately it is there. But now it's a long time. Don't give any reasons for your career. Let any disturbance come, keep that away. Your only target for next few days, 35 days or 20 days, whatever it could be, by the time the core topics will be completed, you should have the offers. This is the mindset you should have when you should prepare. Any difficulties in learning, any problems, do share it to your respective. You feel comfortable with your Java trainer, share it to them. You feel comfortable with your testing trainer, share it to them. You feel comfortable with me, I don't think so, because it's just 4-5 days which I took this session. I don't think that you are comfortable, but if it's so, then do share it. Ma'am, I am facing the issue in this, how to overcome. So engage. See, trainers are there or the teachers are there to help you out. Nobody will think, okay, why this girl is asking, why this nobody will feel that. If somebody is asking something, we love to share them the things, how to do it, how to overcome the things. So have this strong feeling with you. People are there to help you out. Just take their help and just build up your career. Okay, so fine then. Have a great night. Good night. Let's meet tomorrow. Have food properly and sleep. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
screen share, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll share. So please check now. I'll stop my share screening.